I did a test not that long ago with my kids. I've got 3 kids, and it was different. I was like, I've not told you anything different here. I reckon if you went into the Liverpool locker room today and said to them, this next match, you're all going to wear these socks and these underlay and everything, you're going to win your next match. I think they would. I keep thinking, just that is doing all of this.
All that, yeah.
And even in the gym, I've been using the gloves pretty much all the time in the gym. It's like, I almost have to put them in. I don't want to risk it. You know what I mean?
The amplitude of the fabric proves that you're receiving energy, or what you're putting in is coming back to you rather than just being lost. And again, I think also with the science being done in Slovenia with the EMF, I think that's going to be massive when we can scientifically say, look, this is actually attenuating this, the 5G and 4G signals and putting your body in a better state.
Honestly, in the gym, I've genuinely been using the gloves again. I didn't use on my hands because they're not the grippiest really for the gym. But like, I almost never don't put them in. It's like I almost have to put them in. And it's when I forget again. I must admit, when I forgot a couple of times, I'm going,
am I any different?
That much different,
really? Yeah.
But then the next day I'll put them back in. I don't want to risk it. You know what I mean? And even with the golf club, like, a golf club sizing is not great. I need something to work on. Even like the golf club, I've used it loads. I won $6 grand in it actually.
Mate, my golf, since I've been wearing it for the last 2 or 3 months, is like, I feel like I'm flushing it out the middle like more and more often.
I did a test not that long ago with my kids. I've got 3 kids, and my eldest, who's 11, got to a plank, and I didn't tell her anything. I literally told her nothing, and I pushed down her back, and she collapsed like a cards. Because I kept thinking to myself, is it the second time that people adjust to this? Like, is there something about the second time? So I got her up again, so I'm going to do the same to you again. And I didn't do anything, I didn't change anything, I pushed her down again. A little bit harder. She was definitely fighting
she was a bit more ready for it,
but I still managed to push her down. And I was like, right, I'm going to try something down. I didn't tell her anything, I put the glove on the back of my neck. I did it in a way where she couldn't really feel it. And it was different. I was like, I've not told you anything different here. Took it off, and then did the 4th time and pushed it down again. I was like, so there was something happened there. That did happen. That wasn't me. I didn't tell her. It's not a trick. It's not. You know, like even when you did it to me the first time, and I think, well, the second time I'm ready for it. But this was random. I was doing it random. I wasn't telling her. She's my 11-year-old daughter. She's not knowing what I'm doing. She just thought it was a game. Like, can she stay up? And then later on, I told her what I'd done, and then I felt like it was even amplified more.
This is
it was almost placebo plus.
This is the thing.
Products. I reckon if you went into the Liverpool locker room today after they've just lost 6 in 7, and said to them, this next match, you're all going to wear these socks and these underlay and everything, you're going to win your next match. I think they would.
Just as we were packing up, this girl come over, and we was doing a test on somebody else, and she's like, oh, can I try it? Of course. So she put her hand out. She's 21, and her hand was like this. It was really bad. She's like, I've had this condition since I was a baby, and we put the glove on her, and it didn't really stop it. We hoped it might have. It didn't stop it, but then we said, like, let's try the arm sleeve. We put the arm sleeve on that was infused, and it stopped her shaking, just dead. Totally dead, stopped it, which obviously then it allowed us to understand obviously the different nerves are having effects in the body, which we obviously kind of know it, but in terms of what the product's doing, having it on in certain places is more of a benefit than others. She's been like that for 21 years. She's like ringing her mum up, and her mum's got the same conditions. She's got one. It's just to see that. And we had someone yesterday with an elderly woman in a wheelchair with shaking hands. She put the gloves on and it steadied it up. Henry is so he's an ex-Dow chemical scientist. He's a part of the business. He's been on board for probably since January now. We've been looking at measuring the frequencies of the fabric, knowing that's changed, but obviously trying to understand, look, we know now the feedback we're getting from people and the results are facts, but it's like, how can we scientifically prove it? Like, where is it coming from? What is it? So 3 weeks ago, I got a message from him. He said, hi guys, I've been on the oscilloscope, I'm finally finding a reading coming back. It's took a long time, I still need to tweak a few things, but it's not in the frequency of the fabric, it's in the amplitude of the fabric.
What does that mean?
So amplitude is basically proving that the fabric has energy. I'll show you some of the documents he sent over, and he said the actual scientific description of what we're seeing is resonance. So what we named it before, the scientific
name for that
name
is
for
resonance.
what is actually going on is resonance.
How did you know that? Because I've been using the glove for about 3 months.
Yeah.
And the skeptic in me is like, I almost can't, I feel like it's doing something, but I can't prove it.
Yeah.
And also, I keep thinking, just that is doing all of this.
All that, yeah.
And even in the gym, I've been using the gloves pretty much all the time in the gym, but I don't wear them. I actually took them in my shorts. I took them almost inside my waistband and my shorts.
When we went to the NEC, we tested 200 people and give away 200 pairs of socks. We had within 2 days, we had 15 people send videos in that they've posted online. We didn't believe this product. We met the guys there, it was amazing. I took it home to pull it apart and just changed my mum's life. She couldn't walk on a walking machine for more than 10 minutes. She's got gloves on. How are these gloves allowing her to run? There's like this 6-minute video they've done, and then the mum's like running on the thing shouting. Well, he's been sending out socks and gloves to people and not saying nothing to them, and then saying, look, just try these, let me know how you feel. So all I'll tell you is one of the footballers he sent them to, he's had for the last 2 years, he's had like chronic Achilles pain and tendonitis in the back of his calf and Achilles. He slept in the socks, not knowing what there was, just because Liam said it. And he woke up the next morning and he said, all my pain had gone. It's like, he said, I had to run up and down the stairs. We just with him a few days ago done an interview. He's like, I had to run up and down the stairs because I couldn't believe it. Then I think I've took it off and I've tested it in so many ways. Like that's totally changed my injury.